if you showed up to a class or a coaching session and were working with me online, this is what I would literally look like. So I'm going to walk you through in this video the equipment that I actually use on a daily basis to teach online classes, courses, and my coachings that I do myself from anywhere in the world. If you're new to my channel, hey, welcome. I'm Ashley Espinosa. I teach people how to virtually teach online in a very calm way. And so I've done a lot of videos about equipment and best practices, but this video is the video where I'm actually going to tell you, after probably almost like a decade of teaching online, this is what I use right now on the daily to teach online. And you're not going to believe some of these things I'm going to tell you. Some of these things are like cost $0, and some of these things cost a lot of dollars. But I'm going to be really honest and transparent with you in this video to show you exactly what equipment I use every single day to teach online. I'm going to start in the order of importance, like the I cannot live without, will die to the grave with the ability to teach virtually online with these equipments, starting off with number one, which is a microphone. So when I started out teaching, I did not teach with a microphone. I just used my earbud as my microphone too, like just my AirPods or just my headset. And over time, you start to realize when you take classes online, how important sound is. And I would highly encourage you to take like online classes, or like if you watch a YouTube video here and the audio quality is just, it's like that for the student. And I get so frustrated when I work with people as a student myself online, and like the audio is horrendous. So microphone. This is a bougie microphone. It's pretty expensive. I will put the link down below. You can buy it on Amazon. It is expensive, but if you're teaching online, best investment I have ever made. It is kind of bulky and big, I will not lie. And it is analog, it's not digital. So I have to make sure that it's plugged into my computer, okay, through a Zoom. And it's like the number one podcast microphone that you can get across the world. Okay, it's like everybody uses this. You've probably seen this one in YouTube videos. It's a big investment, but I do this every day and I use it for all of my content. All my YouTube videos, you probably see this microphone in front of my face. A lot of people ask me if the students care because it's a big microphone. They don't care. I've never had a student say anything about it. I have a student always say, wow, your audio always sounds great. And I say, no. And it's because of this microphone. So I'll give you a great example of the difference that it makes right now. And I'm going to go into Zoom and I'm going to actually show you the difference of just a regular computer microphone compared to this microphone. Here is the audio coming directly from my H6, the Zoom device, that then carries it into this Shure microphone. So this is like exactly how it would sound if I was on a call with you in class. And it does have to be right by my mouth. But if I jump down here and I switch my audio into, let's say, just my computer, MacBook, my laptop that I use for all my calls, here's what it sounds like. Here is what it sounds like now from it just being from my MacBook, my laptop, the microphone. So I would remove this big microphone, and this is literally what it sounds on Zoom in a call if I am just using my laptop microphone, which is somewhat similar to my headphones. So let's try out my headphones as well. This is what it sounds like if I use the microphone from my AirPods. I have the AirPod Pro, and I have one in my ear, which is how I teach my classes, with just one speaker in my ear, one AirPod, and this turns into my speaker. But if I'm on a call and I'm using just the microphone inside my AirPods, this is what it sounds like. So for context, let's circle back and let's go into the H6 microphone. This is what it sounds like now using this microphone. And this is why I say you cannot compare the audio, especially when you're doing and working with somebody online and virtually in a coaching, teaching, consulting fashion. I mean, You don't know till you know, and then you're like, oh, dang, that is different. But now this is kind of bulky. I have one of these on both coasts for my home. So if I'm on the West Coast working, I have one of these there, and I have one on the East Coast as well. But what I will also say is I have a second option. If I am traveling quite a lot, and when I travel, I'm a very minimalist person, this is the other microphone that I use. It is the tiniest, most compact microphone, and it still sounds really, really good. And the reason why I use this one as well is because I do a lot of singing and vocal coaching, and also I record audition videos because I'm in musical theater. This is a great one if you're going to be singing, or if you are a musician, because you have more ability to stand away from the mic. This microphone here, I have to be right on it. Like if I get way back here, like it's not as good, right? I need to be right on it. It's meant for voiceovers and podcasts and recordings like this. This other microphone is my favorite second go-to microphone. And that's because I can really dial it in and dial it down. And also it just folds up into this tiny little packet that I travel with me everywhere I go. So even if I'm traveling somewhere and I don't have a lot of space, this is the microphone that I will use as my backup. The second most important part of teaching online for me that I'm literally using, you won't believe me, but I'm using it like right now, this thing right here, is my camera. The quality of your camera is the second most important part of working and teaching virtually. And again, you don't know until you know. Starting out, I used to use my laptop camera. So if you have a new laptop, then it's not so bad. You can prop it up, but I like my camera to be separate than my student. So if I'm looking down at my student and I want to see their face for a second, I'll just prop it up right above my laptop. And I'll show you a picture right now of what I'm doing in the actual recording of this video. So it's just right above my camera. This cost me $0, this camera. And I will tell you why. It's my phone. I use Zoom for everything, for all of my sessions online. And Zoom Auto now picks up my camera. And let me show you right now. I'll go into my Zoom account, and I will actually choose the camera that I'm using, my phone right now. This is what it looks like. And then if I go back and choose my camera from my laptop, this is what it looks like. I mean, it's just different. And you can even tell, I'll show you right now. If I get up close, you can get a visual of my beautiful nails here. See how it zooms in now? And it kind of blurs out the background a little bit. It just looks better. It really does. Now, I use an iPhone. Having a phone teaching virtually has rocked my world. I always make sure I have the newest iPhone because I use it every single day. And I use it to create content as well. But then I don't have to have another camera that I have to lug around. I used to do that. I used to use a DSLR camera. It was a waste of my energy and my time. And I couldn't travel and be a little bit more remote and free from it. I always have my phone. So the only piece of equipment so far that I have to travel with is my little microphone, okay? Or I have this one on both coasts that I can use. We're keeping it simple. But again, we want them to hear us really, really well, and we want them to see us really, really well. Number 3 of things I cannot live without when I'm teaching online, and again, this one costs $0, it is lighting. Okay, I do have a fancy ring light. I don't even think you can get it on Amazon anymore. I have the white one. I'll put it down in the description box below if you want to check it out. I use LumiCube as well. I have a couple of different options for lighting, but I'm just giving you it straight up in this video. Most of the time now, my lighting is free because it's from this window right here. And I'll just show you what it looks like. But it's just a window. That's it. If I'm working at night, then I obviously will pull out my ring light, or I will pull out my LumiCube, something that I have. But honestly, 90% of the time now, I make sure that I am working during the day and I'm in front of a window. That's it. I'm in front of a window. That's all I need right now. It looks better. And I'll tell you what, I don't know about you, but I get tired of staring at a ring light for hours and hours and hours on end. It's not natural for me. It's not comfortable. Okay. And then it washes out your skin and it just is not effective for the student. So again, what we're trying to do is recreate what we would do with someone in person. give them good audio and good visual, but also make it like enjoyable for us as a human being. So if you can, try to do them during the day, your sessions, and get in front of a window. Next piece of equipment, this actually, I'll put a link for this in the description box down below if you want to check it out. But I used to just like prop things up on books. I travel, again, quite often now. I really do need something to hold my laptop up. I don't like my laptop right now, for example. My laptop is sitting in front of me as I'm filming this to capture the audio through this microphone. And so if I'm looking at my student, for example, I'm looking down here. So if I want to look at them in the computer, I have to look down here. That means they're seeing me the way that you're seeing me on the computer screen when they're getting my visual. I don't like it to be that far off of each other. So what I do is I use a stand. Again, I'll link this in the description box below, but I use like a little stand, and this breaks apart into 3 pieces. And then I can easily just travel with this, or I can also easily put everything away. On the East Coast where I am right now, I have a really pretty minimalist place here. And so I want everything to break down at night and put away into my cool little fancy desk. But so this breaks down and I can put it away at the end of my session every day and put my work stuff away, because I don't have like a designated private office space here like I do at my other house in California. So I need it to be small, and I don't want to look at my stuff at night as a normal human being. If you work from home, you probably start to understand that after a while. So I like that because then I can put my laptop on top of the stand, and then my camera, which is my phone right here, can be on my stand holder, and it can be right lifted above the computer screen. So it's almost acting like it's the camera on my computer screen. So that's something that I cannot live without. I use that almost every single day to teach. The next thing that I haven't mentioned actually is the tripod that my camera is holding right now. I've had this for like years actually. I'll put a link in the description box below if you want to check out some of their options that's very similar to it. I don't even have, I took the ring light off on the top. Sometimes I'll put my LumiCube on top of it, but it's just a simple stand that literally just holds my phone, and I can make it small and I can travel with it anywhere, or I can put it away at the end of the day. That's it. I prop it up there and then I am good to go. Honestly, microphone, light, stand, phone that turns into a camera. If you have any follow-up questions on anything that I covered in this video, please comment below. I do like to answer comments in YouTube right here on my shorts feed. But I hope this is helpful for you. Happy teaching online, and I hope to see you in the next video.